Hey, it's me again, Clark, the game director for the Cascadier, and I wanted to talk today about the narrative, so the backstory to the game and the story as you play through. So the narrative is going to be delivered very lightly. We're actually going to be using the game's art, so each machine will be delivering a little bit of kind of the backstory of how Fortuna became a goddess. We want to make it so that the player is focusing on the gameplay, but they can engage with the narrative if they want to. A lot of games do this where they sort of hide little bits of information about the story through the game, and if you choose to, you can go and read more into it. So Fortuna has kind of developed a conscience because she knows that as the goddess of luck and fortune, she has to feed on hope and euphoria, which is what comes out of gambling. She doesn't want to be destroying the world with gambling, so she's developed these machines as a way to test whether she can perfect getting euphoria and hope out of mortals so that she can feed on them without destroying them, essentially putting these machines around the world and taking away things like casinos and more darker entities where gambling is kind of terrifying. The problem is the coins also generate risk and reward, which is another kind of energy that another god, Theoden, her brother, feeds on. He wants to take a little bit of that energy as well, so he comes into play a little bit further down the game's gameplay loop, and he'll be trying to kind of pull the player to his side to transform the arcade into his place and sort of fight against his sister. He's not an evil god. He's just your everyday little brother. So Fortuna and Theoden kind of have this brother-sister relationship. They don't really like each other very much, but they're still brother and sister. And that's kind of how that plays out. And by the end of the game, on the final round, you will choose whether you ally with Fortuna or Theoden. And then the next game that you play, the arcade will be themed on that god. And you'll also unlock that god's main ability. That's kind of how we're doing it. Oh yeah, and there's the Custodian as well, who is a character that kind of works for the god in power and will manipulate the arcade as they are. Please follow us on Kickstarter, and we can't wait to get this game out to you. Thanks.